You know, every time when there's like an extermination attempt on people that belong to Jesus Christ, the Lord will always spare a remnant. He will always spare a people. Hitler, you will remember Hitler. If you don't, whatever really. I don't care to educate anybody. I'm not here to spoon feed. But that rando, he, in Germany, when he was like lambasting the Jews, him and his Dr. Death with his crazy twin experiments and his funny little weird Auschwitz gas chambering nonsense missions, albeit being all that violent, albeit being all that terrible. Strangely, I mean, it was his idea, but you know, you would imagine that since it was his baby, that he would be proud of it. Yeah, he still was very secretive. He was under wraps and clandestine because, having a conscience as a human being, he knew that the world would disapprove. So all his experiments on Jews, all the death that was happening over there was largely buried. It was largely hidden. It would be when the Americans went all up in there that then it became clear what the heck was happening at all of these concentration camps, that the world then frowned, and even a whole chunk of Germany was put to shame. That this was happening in your backyard and you claim to not have known what was going on. Yeah, well, Hitler, albeit having those heinous projects that he was however very ashamed of for everybody to know, is similar in his expose to you occult practitioners. He was a white supremacist, right? He believed that what he was doing was for the better good, for the greater good. He thoroughly imagined that this was a necessary means to an end, that the ends justify the means. Yeah, every last tyrant always believes that the ends justify the means. They believe in their project, but they know that their means are heinous, so they try to hide them. God has a thing about exposing essentially the means to the end. South African government, black politics in this nation, you've got ends and you are justifying whatever the heck you're doing with my life because they're means, right? Yeah, but God has a thing about saving some very emaciated Jews at Auschwitz so they could get found by American soldiers. And then when photographs get taken of all of those piled dead bodies and all of those witness testimonies of the survivors, it becomes clear that what the heck, he was a menace. What the heck, he was a monster. What the heck, why did this guy think that this was ever okay? And like I said, Germany then also felt really ashamed of itself. Well, whatever the heck you're doing to Christians in South Africa, these here are the ends. These are the means, that are justifiable according to our government, according to our deep state. They're about to be shown to the world.